Okay. Welcome back again, everyone, to Tales of the Scarlet Sun. Uh, this time it's session 8. So, if you guys still do you guys still remember the last thing that last time what happened? Yeah, you guys got chased and shit. You guys got chased and shit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, three different waves of enemies, and after that you got some fucking nice loot. And I'm rich. So with that, yeah. You guys, look at each other, and you also look around, and you notice that it's more or less like around 7 to 8 p.m. Like you guys just noticed that's how long you guys been fighting. To preface, let's say, remember the part where you guys ambushed the enemies at like the forest? That was like 7 a.m., 7 8 a.m., and now it's like 7 8 p.m. So you guys like have been fighting for like a full 12 hours. Yeah, within a single day. It's been a hectic day for sure. So uh you know all of the enemies have basically dropped. There's nothing. All of you are like very tired, and uh in the middle of all of that, like the silence of victory. The Knight Commander Rowan uh, turns toward uh, all of you. Hold on. And he's like, you can see him like panting. If you look at his HP right now, it's like half. So, and for a Knight Commander, he's like pretty, like, he's like one of the strongest in the kingdom and the country. This was no easy fight for sure. And as he gathers himself after that fight, uh, he stands tall and uh, directs to all of you, or directly to all of you, and goes, "Listen up. Today, the wall held not because of stone and mortar, but because of the steel in your hearts and the magic in your veins. We have been fighting for a long day, and with that, with victory. Everyone, drink deep tonight, for the Empire knows our names now. Rest, for tomorrow we march to the capital. They've struck the heart of our kingdom, and it's time we return the favor." And the moment he says that, like everyone lets out like a tired cheer. And if you guys notice now, I placed the other NPCs, uh, but like in the background, everyone was fighting. They're like doing their own things. These guys on the walls are shooting arrows at the enemies as well, and these guys in the back were also having their own enemies. But yeah, with that, uh, you guys will now go back into the wall. Yeah. Who? Tepa? Okay. So yeah, he is. He is there. So uh, it's, sometime has passed. You guys are like partying or like drinking with the rest of the Evergreen Knights, and you guys are doing your own thing and such. However, Knight Commander Rowan pulls all of you aside, and he then goes, "Ah, the faithful victors, the ones who helped us pull through with this victory of tonight. A moment of your time, please. If all of you still remember, uh, for for you all to fight alongside us. We had promised you a reward of sorts. And if you do that, would you please follow me, all of you? Follow this man to his lovely, lovely tent. And I'm gonna swap the scene. I don't have the exact tent scene. Let me do this. Activate. Do you guys see this? Okay. Oh, it's all black. Okay, hold on. Let me slap a fucking light source. There you go. Do you see it now? Double click. That's the screen. Like, what the fuck? Why not? Uh, do you guys see it? How about now? Ay, loading pa niya. Damn. You're like, holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that eventually. But I'll just stream the thing so you guys see it. Yeah, you guys see this? Nah, I didn't fucking draw that. That's from fucking this from fucking Fire Emblem, I think. I'm not so sure. Or Triangle. It's from Triangle Strategy. But let me play some tavern music. I hope. Yeah, there you go. Do you guys hear that? Okay. So the Knight Commander asks all of you to wait on the bonfire outside his tent. And to set the scene, the bonfire, there's like a bunch of bonfires, like very rarely do the Evergreen Knights have this kind of celebration. So they all kind of like have this scuffed party setup where it's just like a bunch of different fires. They do their own cooking and like it's just a mess basically. Like these guys are, these are like the misfits of the knights. They're like they make do with whatever they can, but for now they're like celebrating and they don't really care how messy it seems. And the knight commander comes out of his tent, and actually, let me activate this as well. Let me go back to here. Do you guys see the scene again? I guess back in the map. Okay, I gotta figure out what the hell is making it pitch black. And he shows you guys a bunch of things, and it's kind of like picked it up, all up in a hurry. As like, uh, all right, gentlemen, uh, we've not much for our armory since this is the border. Uh, most of the things you have are either spoils or antiques. However, it's all right since we are willing to part ways uh, with this loot of ours. In which, where the fuck did I put that? All right, I did not see it. Ah, there you go. Fuck. Uh, let me make a pile. I'm gonna make a pile right now. Create pile. I basically flops out this like he throws out this sack of stuff and let me that add to pile now. And let me then add the currency. Oh, diretso ko ah. And I've hold on. Let me let me wait. Don't pick that up yet. I'm gonna add money because but there you go. I'm gonna get rid of the jug now. Okay, I guess you keep the jug. It's a random ass jug. It's in the pile. It's in the pile. But uh he throws out the sack to all of you in like a hurried manner, and he then goes, "All right, well, all of you are deciding among yourselves to split the reward. Uh, let's go back to our discussion from earlier, in which uh, you guys remember that like you guys are going back to the capital. Are y'all on the same page on this? Okay. Uh, so I promised you gold and favor with uh, all of these equipment that we are willing to part. And the Evergreen Knights keep the word. And he then like slouches over a bit of a more serious tone, and he goes, "All right, back at the problem at hand, and the capital, the enemy. We have heard of a report as we were partying. Uh, one of the other knights have given us a report on the state of the capital. The enemy is drawing closer, and it seems that we are running out of time. We could take the longer option of the forest. However, by that point, I think it would be too late. So I have a proposition. Uh, by that, if we are to leave at dawn and march as a night order, uh, some of some of my men are already preparing for our departure at the dawn. Uh, if we are to leave at dawn tomorrow and march for uh, the capital, we would be able to make it in time. However, by that point, it would be under siege. The capital would be under siege. However, that would personally be enough time for us to uh, interject and possibly do something. So, if you're still with us, uh, uh, I would need all of you to be at your best. And with that, you may all rest for the night. With that, is there anything else you need before we move out by dawn? Any questions? Or there's money right there. You just send a jug, the random ass jug coin. Then goes uh yeah. Must have been open. You can drop it. You can make a pile, or you can just give it to the character. Uh, but wait, are you being for real with the you asking for an artifact from the Knight Commander? No, no, no. You'll just go. You'll just go. My. It's what he's sexist or some shit. Nah, he's fine. He's a normal ass dude. But he responds with your request of like going. My apologies. But These rewards I have given you, these are as magical as they could get in terms of being artifacts. Uh, However, you could ask the quartermaster over there across me, on the tent across. Maybe he has something for you. With that, all of you, what are you gonna do? Okay, okay, okay. You can roll. I'm gonna request a roll. Are you for real? I'm gonna request a roll. Uh, it would be very rude. So, and yeah, it's basically a crime. Are you gonna go? You're gonna go up to him? Okay. So as you, but though before you do that, you're trying to sneak. However, you're like a big ass hippo, and hippo to hippo, he kind of like notices you, and then though before that happens, you kind of overhear uh the hippo that you've met before, and you notice that he's in kind of a picky, you know, in a bit of a pickle. He's tied up to a like a tree right now, like a comically large tree, and uh, what's basically going on is he's tied up to a tree with one like comically large knight as well in front of him, and he's tied to a post. You know, he also has this like little cowboy hat, and like his you can clearly see his hat has dust all over it, and his snout is a bit bruised because he got it was definitely not out of his will that he got tied up there. And a knight, you notice in front of him is a knight who looks more like an ogre in plate armor, and is compared to him is looming over him. It's like bigger than the hippo somehow. And as he's like looking at him, he's like tossing the pistol like back and forth between hands, and then he then goes talks to your gift friend right here, and he goes, "Should have stayed in the dirt, hippo. Traitors don't get mercy; they get the rope." And the hippo responds and goes, "Now hold on there, big and ugly. I told you I'm with that party over there." And then you're now is when you start sneaking around, and then he notices you and goes, partner, hey, tell this buckethead I'm one of the good ones before he accidentally drops his mace on my toes." Yeah, the fucking big ass knight. He then goes, "What you want?" Uh, oh, the criminals. Oh, you don't want to know. And so you're trying to convince him, and I'm gonna ask you to do or is that persuasion check? Request, request. There you go. Roll first roll of the night. Plus 11. Okay, so with an 11, Yeah, he's not exactly convinced with your argument there, and he then responds to you with like, you know, he's wearing a helmet right now, but you could feel him raise his eyebrow, and it goes, "Oh, really? Well, in that case, I'm sure this guy over here also borrowed my two knives over here in my back pockets." And then he then goes, "Tough luck. Better move on, buddy." And then as he says that, your hippo friend is like gesturing with his fucking face of like help me. His face is still going. Please don't leave me. That type of face, like, or at least how Arthur Morgan would like show his face like that. So he then responds to you with he then goes, well, I'm not much for loot and all that kind of stuff that you might seem physically valuable. I got a few bullets here and there, and that I won't exactly be using. And you know, the gift's most valuable asset, information. What you think, partner? And he goes, and he then cuts you off. Oh, wait. Uh, you see this musket on my back? You can have it. What do you think? Yeah. And he goes, and, and then he's holding the, or like not holding the musket, but he has his musket to his side, and he goes, uh, well, about that, you're gonna have to uh ask our boss over there to, because these things are, this thing right here is uh a prisoner's asset. I can't go around giving the weapons of prisoners of war without permission. Now you can go ask the boss. I go, no. uh, oh, you mean the, oh, you mean the prison of war? uh well, you are our heroes of tonight. uh I'd say, why not? You could go back to, oh, whoever's holding him. He looks at you and then looks towards the boss or towards Rowan, and then he then like he just returns with a nod and he goes, "Well, boss's orders, all yours, buddy. I'll give you a, I'll give you his musket. Give me one sec. It should be in his bag. Yep, there you go. So with that, his let's just say you also got the guard just then goes like, well, it's just a hat. Why not? And as you do that, the hippo goes, and wait, wait, that's not fair. Come on! I got information. Got me. Get out of here, man. We used to be buddies, right? For a little bit. Come on. Oh, get me out of here. Well, well, well. Not right now, but like the the next time we see each other, I can at least promise you. Uh, uh, be it the highest form of hippo promise. Uh, by contract, I can at least promise you money. And he then responds. He just like uh moves his head around or like moves his head left to right and stuff. He then and as you like slowly walk, he goes, "Wait, I have something. Come back, come back. I can show you. I can show you the a stash of mine just in case things go wrong. An emergency, some emergency supplies, uh some ammo and some a little bit of coin for travel. If you could get me off these ties, I could show you there. What do you think? Come on, man. Please, I need this. Okay. Uh, he just goes, like he's like thinking to himself, like looking at the prisoner and looking at you back and forth, and then goes, "I'd say why not? Tell you what, I'll see what I can get from him, and I'll come back to you by the morning." And he takes the nap as well. And as you leave, the hippo just goes, "Wait, wait, you can't just leave. You can't just leave like that." He's just basically speechless on what the fuck just happened. He's, and he goes, well, shit, partner. Yeah, I guess you got me there. Well, I guess I'm seeing all of you in the morning, assuming you come out of this alive. However, hippos got grudges, if you know what I mean. or at least per- personal favors. Good night then. I'm thinking I'm gonna be busy with this guy tonight. Fuck you, man. He can't do anything. He's definitely fuming right now for sure. You know, like the fucking cartoon thing of smoke coming out of your nose. That exactly is happening to him right now. So so that yeah, that is the oh yeah, by the way, right now it's free roam. You guys can do whatever you want. If you guys want to talk to an NPC, you can do whatever. The quartermaster. Yeah, you gotta be frontline. So you're gonna ask the quartermaster. Uh, Come on, there's still some dialogue before that, and he goes, uh, "Well, good evening, victors. Uh, to what pleasure do I have you for tonight?" And he then responds, "Hmm." He goes, you're being like molested as you in dialogue. You're just like you're just walking around and trying to avoid the hippo. It's trailing you around. Hey, like the quartermaster's like, albeit confused, but he's still gonna respond to you and goes, "Well, we are these. Well, these supplies are uh, you know, those that the commander have given is to his jurisdiction, and I too, as quartermaster, have jurisdiction to our own supplies. So, uh, if you have the coin, you're free to check my wares. Uh, there you go. You can check his wares. Go double click on him. Yeah, you can. You have coin. Yeah, that fucking. Yeah, so he's a little merchant. Another weapon that you can't use. The scimitar, the rope. Yeah, a sword. That's a sword. Yeah, yeah. But what are you gonna do with a sword? How many swords would you need? He then responds of, uh, unfortunately, right now cannot. I'm not exactly allowed for a barter. Uh, though you can buy things off me with coin, as we can use that uh, in our next location in buying more supplies for our army. I apologize. Yes. Yeah. It depends on what you're trying to make. Uh, to make antitoxin? No, not really. Yeah, antitoxin is made with like very specific things. For other stuff? Oh yeah, you can. You can. But like, I'd recommend to not do that. like like using antitoxin, as an antitoxin. While he's following you around. Do you wanna like ask more if you could like get something for free? Is that what you're trying to get here? Okay. Roll. I'm gonna. And then goes. Well, I may have something for you. However, uh, that uh, even though you are the victors and heroes of this battle, uh, before I let you into the things you may find interesting, I do have a request before you are allowed to do that and before I can fully trust you. What do you think? And then goes, oh, and then goes, nothing, nothing like that. I simply ask, it, it seems we have a couple of, uh, even though we are partying right now or in celebration, uh, there are preparations to be made for tomorrow in marching. I'd recommend, I'd recommend you to ask around, to see if there's, uh, actually, with that, there's actually some tasks I have in mind. Uh, there are three of them. One is I've recalled some of the men over there by the road, uh, going inwards back to the capital. They are packing some things. If you could help them, that would be nice. As for the second one, I believe one of our archers is requesting some aid. Uh, she is practicing a bit southwest, southwest from here. I have no idea why she's training in the middle of a celebration, but I'm rather concerned. So if you would also check on her, that would be nice. And lastly, uh, right outside the wall, I've heard that some of the men are doing cleanup on uh, on the battlefields. and it seems they have reached into some sort of concern with that. If you do all of these tasks, uh, I will be able to show you my wares and perhaps give you one of them or one of my extra wares. Yeah, not yeah, that isn't his talk. Yeah, basically. That's also shared to all of you. You guys basically all hear this. No, he's talking really loudly. Hey, oh, you guys just get one thing. No, he just naturally has a loud voice as a quartermaster. Everyone can hear that. Okay. Bin, so you well, you know, Bin, so you what do you guys want to do? Since you'll follow Kenny, he's following him around. Ikaw, Bin, so what are you gonna do? Hello? Some food. Some food to pick up. Who's nuts? Kenny's nut? The gift mercenary? Uh, I want you to, well, let me, let's see. Just, and then goes kick. Yeah. Okay, okay. Sure. Because I don't know where Beans is. Okay, before that though, here you go, Sean. Kick Hippo Nuts. Performance. Okay, with an 18, you kick him in the nuts pretty fucking hard, and you could hear him. "Ugh, what the hell was that for, a partner? Have you beat me? Have you not beat me enough? Now you come to shame me in front of this random man. What on earth is your problem?" And she starts coughing. like, like, but still in pain. He just gives you a confused. What? What? The, what on earth are you talking about? Trying to speak in his fucking language. Yeah, you do. And you just go, as you say that, like he talks to the fucking knight in front of him and goes, it's like while coughing, like that's in our language, but I still have no idea what he's talking about. And the evergreen knight Brit is just he just shrugs and goes, all right, in that library. As he pulls out a fucking stick, and you can kind of like imagine what's like, or like it's not a stick but a club. A stick's not gonna fucking hurt him. And as you walk away, and like as he pulls out the club, you could just hear fucking a hippo fucking groaning in the distance. Yeah, groaning in pain, of course. Hell no. I get, I get, I guess gonna talk to with Celine. They kind of just followed you. Ye- Yeah, the body of Claire, the one NPC in the fucking dungeon you guys went to. Uh, so to preface, she's like in the tent right now, and the tent is like wide open. Like, this part right here, like, this square that I'm hovering with my cursor, that's like the entire opening of the tent. So it's like rather big, and you can kind of see her through that massive opening. And you notice that she's like, uh, you know, after a while, after the battle, of course, uh, she's, she's had a shower because since after the dungeon, she's definitely not have had a shower for a while, and she's also changed out of her tattered clothes to uh, another set of clothes from Claire, and uh, she's changed and stuff. And well, you notice her that she's like looking at a journal of sort. She's just minding her own business. And she then notices you approach and goes, uh, ah, Estrella. Estrella, to what business do I have you for? What is bro trying to do? Well, there you go. Yeah, you guys are like, eavesdropping and stuff. Hold on. Uh, Actually, let me also change her token while I'm like thinking on that. Oh, that'd be crazy. Give me one sec to put this down. So there's that. Hold on. Is that it? Screenshots. So that's the portrait. And let me also change the icon. Oh shit. Give me one sec. What the fuck is happening? He's like a fucking myth for them. Or like a fucking superstar. Okay, there you go. I changed her. Wait, hold on. Give me Yorhe. Okay, let me do that again. There you go. This is what she looks like with her hair tied up. Uh, I changed art style again. What? Ay, hold on. Let me. It's. I think it's the time. Like moto kwan siya. But there should be like a torch over here. Yeah. It's but like yeah. But yeah, it's not done yet. But like that's her head. That's what she basically looks like with her hair tied up. But anyways, uh, she's like still, while like reading her journal, like she stops midway as you make that request and goes, he like she deeply thinks, and then she then goes, like, I apologize, but uh, I believe before I can fulfill that request, I may need uh, a bit of my power back and some time to rest. It hasn't been long since I've used my powers on all of you. So for that, I apologize once again and ask for you to wait for some time. So it's been like it hasn't been a week, by the way, since you guys left the fucking dungeon. So it's like barely any time for her to recover. Shit's been going real fucking fast. Oh, okay, bro. She's like confused on what you're trying to say. Nah, she just gives you a warm nod as she goes back to reading her journal. It's it's also like you kick him as if you fumbled the bag or some shit. For the night, this basically the entire. You guys have the entire night to do that, to do those quests. Oh sure. Where do you want to go first? Where do you want to go first? You guys. I mean, it's right there in the bottom right. That's them right there. You can see like a bunch of knights moving stuff around. Yeah. Mo, mo ba, tonggalin na mo. Sorry, you still use your same skill set. It's an illusion, basically. Yeah, just visual. Yeah, that'd be fucking crazy broken. Okay. So, you go make your way to assist the knights in readying the supplies for tomorrow's march and travel. And as you approach, you could see you know, even though the quartermaster did say that they're struggling to lift the stuff, you notice it's just one guy struggling, and the rest of them are just kind of looking at him. it's you can kind of see that the rest of them are like uh well equipped. Well, the one carrying the stuff is like he seems like a squire in comparison to the rest, and you can see him like visibly struggling under a literal mountain of armor and dented shields, while the two senior knights kind of just like laugh among another and toss more shit for him to carry. And before you immediately approach, you could hear the knight then go, uh, yes, sirs, right away. Right away, sirs. I'll find a way to carry the third horse saddle too." And one of the senior knights goes, responsive, "Move it, Todd. You can't carry a few plates of steel. How will you carry the honor of the knights?" And the moment he says that, he then goes back to talking as you hear the squire is named Todd. He's like very slowly moving stuff around. So with that, what are you guys gonna do? Okay, sure. Uh, yeah, uh, yeah, okay. So, ato yung order. Ha? Sa akin eh? Yeah, equal it. But like they kind of see you like positively since you did help out in the fight. Though Todd, obviously, you guys you're higher than Todd. But first, do you want to speak with them before we go to roll to AJ? Okay, well, we're gonna speak to first the the seniors. You could go say like hey, the quartermaster asked if there's anything to help here. As you say that, he then goes, "You heard that, Todd? He said the girl and the quartermaster said to hurry up," and they just like uh go back to talking again. Okay, so while you're talking to them, they didn't notice the little robot approach Todd. As the robot, okay, so I want you to go on AJ. Let me request a roll from you. Request a roll on Breeder. DC 13 Athletics show request. Do you see that? Oh, first, so 10 plus pili mong strength. Let me check your strength. Plus 2. Plus 2. Okay. So, you kind of choose the bigger, heavier box. And, you pick it up. Initially, you're completely fine. And then as you put it on top of your head, you start like wobbling around. And before that, before you're about to trip and fall and drop the box, uh, the squire notices you and goes, "Oh, hold on. Let me assist you with that." And as you guys together carry the massive box towards one of the carts, and the squire then goes, "Oh well, hello there. I appreciate the help, but I can do all of this by myself. Uh, but I do thank you for the help, though. Uh, do you have a name? Do you have a name, robot? Well, robot man. Uh, uh, Beer. Are you talking about one of the foods? Those are quite famous in the capital. So I've heard. We seniors. Okay, so th- you basically try to convince the seniors right now to have the squire to take the squire for a while. Uh, okay, okay. Let me request a roll. That is persuasion. Persuasion. Okay, here you go. Request the roll. Uh, Finish the roll first. Uh, he basically tried to lie to the senior knights that, oh, is needed elsewhere and they have to do the work for him. Oh wait, this like roll. Imo na kuha to club. Eight, and then go with an eight. The knight just then goes, well, you see here, buddy. Uh, I think our friend here, Todd, our lovely squire, is a bit full with his hands right now. And I think you'd be burdening him with another task. So, be best you'd help that archer of yours, but by yourselves, if that is all right. Intimidate. Well, you're gonna fucking call him on the boss. Is that what Okay. So here you go. You can roll again. Intimidation. I don't know. He's just gonna. You'll see. You'll see. We're not gonna have any combat right now. That takes too long. That's another five with an eight. With an eight. Uh, like the senior just responds with, Well, respectfully, miss. Uh, I I don't think our boss is exactly gonna need this pipsqueak over here. And I think uh people like yourselves with much talent that are more likely to be more helpful to the archer than this guy right here. Ain't that right, Todd? And Todd just like meekly he just like nods like a little bit. He doesn't even respond. I he's just gonna flat out refuse. No, he's gonna refuse because like it's more of like he's afraid of what might happen if he were just to walk out after they literally said several times like nope, nope, you're not taking him, let him do his work, that type of thing. uh but as you move away from them and go to Todd, uh AJ, I want you to roll, since you're the one who interacted with Todd the most. I want you to roll this 11. Show uh it Here you go. I want you to roll that. With a nat 20. Yeah. First 20 of the night. Nice. So with a nat 20, uh, as you help them, you kind of like, you're rather observant as a construct. And you kind of notice a lot of things. And, he might act rather shyly and meekly. Uh, However, his body and his, how he like moves stuff around, it kind of precedes with like his personality. Like he shouldn't be acting like that. Like you can kind of tell like for a squire, he's like really well built, and it's like he has like a lot of potential if you look at him or just by looking at him. Yeah, yeah, that's what. So you kind of learn that despite uh Todd's squire status and very shy personality, yeah, he seems to have a lot of talent despite the seniors saying otherwise. As if like he doesn't have much confidence in himself. So, so do you relay this information to the rest of the rest of the party, AJ? That Todd, yeah, that you found that Todd seems to be quite talented. Okay, so now you want to convince him to, you know, convince him to just leave. Okay, so you're gonna try and convince Todd that he's kind of wasting his life away right now. So let me see. But that I'll let the three of you roll for to try and persuade him. 40. Give me one sec. Okay. Persuasion. There you go. All three, if at least one of you get it right. With the context that he seems to be quite talented. Who's 19? Okay. Okay, 9. Robot, not very good. How about you, Sean? 6. So, uh, with 20, with a total roll of 22, you can you walk up to Todd as you go, like you kind of like glaze him a little bit, going like, "Oh, uh, what the hell are you doing here, carrying all that by yourself? You shouldn't be doing that. You have more ahead of you than you think it is." And after a bit of like, you know, trying to convince the guy that he's more than the a little pipsqueak, he reluctantly agrees to come with you guys. You know, despite the seniors' thoughts. So what are you guys gonna do now? Yeah. Uh, you can kind of assume you kind of assume that yeah they're gonna do it anyway. It's like, oh shit, there goes our little fucking pack mule. Mr. Sean? Okay. So this is how the scene is gonna go. You kind of take Todd away. Like you're just there at the side. The two of you take Todd away, and you can kind of hear the knights cussing him out, saying, "Hey, come back here, you little shit! You're not done yet." And Todd is like, he can like you can kind of feel, or you can kind of see his helmet turn a bit to the like towards the knights, but he's like quickly like turning back, turning back forward, just trying to ignore them, but like he's struggling, but he's still walking along. But yeah, and now it's your up, Sean, as they walk towards the archer. And like they're still like slightly pissed off, and then goes, "Ah, well, I guess we got bigger hands on our side now. Well, all right, let's get back to packing." So do you wanna try and pickpocket them? Oh, you're trying to like take shit while they're like busy lifting. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna request. Wait. You let us see. Sleight of hand. I'll give you a 12. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Oh my god, with a nat one though. Then okay, with a 10, one of the seniors like notice you like make the gesture of trying to get something from one of the boxes. Okay, go. It's been a day, basically. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you reroll. Let me give you the coin again. Sleight of hand. Okay, roll again. So 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 the so how this basically plays out, yeah, the coin kind of flips in your head, and what actually ends up happening is you make the gesture of taking the item, Uh, the guard notices it, but you kind of gaslight him into thinking like, oh no, no, it was about to fall down, and then he brushes it off as you pocket it. So you kind of like saved yourself there. As let me, you kind of got a little, a little trinket. It's I'm just gonna give you gold right away, and it's like it's worth 5 coin or 5 GP. So I'll just give it to your inventory. So you get a little trinket worth 5 GP. As you know, you continue to help them pack the stuff for the march tomorrow. Anyways, going back to AJ and Björger and Stria, you have now reached the archer. And yeah, so you as you approach her, um, you can see that this knight, she's wearing the same armor as everyone else. So despite uh, she despite being in like full armor, you can know that there's like a girl under all of that stuff. And she right now she's in like a grove of trees just inside the border, and you notice that she has pinned several small targets, uh, some of which are apples or some of which are also scraps of cloth, making some sort of target practice. And she placed them to the trunks at different heights. So Moragidshag training ground, albeit a little bit bootleg, and you're gonna kind of see her like actively moving. She's moving through the brushes and firing rapidly. And as she finishes the practice range, she notices you all and goes, "The Empire Scouts don't stand. The Empire Scouts don't stand in an open field. They hide in leaves. They crawl in the dirt." And then she notches another arrow, and like shoots the final target and looks at all of you again. Care to see if your aim holds up when the adrenaline fades? And uh she offers you guys to shoot arrows with her in the target range. Uh, no, basically what the quartermaster's request was, like, why the fuck is she training in the middle of the night, basically, or if the middle of a celebration, and he's kind of concerned. Uh, he's basic like he's basically just asking you to see if she's doing all right. Yeah, he's like concerned. Okay, very well. I'm gonna request you. Actually, the both of you, since AJ is following along. 12 on the inside check. Go. Okay, 4. You both got an 8. Uh, she's wearing full armor. You can't really read her. She's fully geared. Yeah, like the quartermaster's like she she kind of like makes like a slight tilt of her head a little bit, like nods to the side and she just like points her hand towards the targets and just like gives you guys some like a bow, or like points you guys towards like a bunch of bows as a gesturing you guys to join her. So all of you are gonna join her, basically. Join her shoot. Okay. Todd, you don't need to roll for Todd. He's just gonna do whatever you guys tell him to do. since you did pull him from that. So with that, let me give you guys a roll. Dexterity, acrobatics. Okay. DC. Okay. Bjerger and Stria. Acrobatics. So this is the first roll of acrobatics. DC 16. You roll twice. 8. It just says 8. Okay. So with a 9 and 8, uh, the two of you, you guys are like going through her little her little practice range that she made up or she made up on the fly. And you guys are like jumping around. Uh so with Bierger's 9, he kind of got past the first obstacle, jumping perfectly fine. But the moment you tried to make a landing, you kind of drop or like fall down on the mud on your face. Like like naumod ka, AJ. Like you're like face into like the mud and stuff. As for Kenny, like initially you got through the first and second obstacles, but as you go through the her little target range, you felt that your foot like got lodged underneath a vine or a root of a tree. Wala na nadagma sad ka. So you're also face flat onto the floor full of mud. However, as for Todd, he Squire training and all that, he went through the acrobatics part or jumping through the obstacles, no problem. And with that, the two of you failed, but Todd did it perfectly fine. And you could feel, or you could at least feel a bit of a shake from uh, the archer's helmet. You're not exactly sure what it is, but she then tells you guys to continue now back to the shooting part. So let me request you guys again. This time I'm making you guys roll for dexterity. You guys are trying to shoot. Request. So this time, you guys got up and tried to shoot at targets. So with a 6, you picked up you got back up and you tried to aim at the target like a bit too high for your height, and because of that, gravity does its thing and you completely miss, and it goes for like the underneath the target, and it goes oops. And however, for Kenny, uh you after you recovered from that of tripping, you kind of gathered your composure and you hit a bullseye on one of the targets. And yeah, like as for Todd, he also hits the targets, no problem. And you guys kind of repeat this process of going through obstacles and uh, going through obstacles and shooting targets. You guys, even though everyone else is like partying and celebrating, you guys are just there like shooting arrows and stuff. And by the moment, like by the end of it, all of you are like exhausted and they're like panting and stuff. Todd is completely like, or he's not out of breath, but you could see that after after lifting all of those supplies and shooting arrows, he's finally tired after all that. And as for Hild, uh, or as for the archer, uh, she also stops by you guys. also a bit tired, she then removes her helmet and uh, and then she then looks at all of you and finally, after like not, you know, after not being able to read what she's thinking, she lets out a laugh and goes, uh, "That's a mighty fine shots you've been making there, you lot. Uh, you guys, all of you might have to do a bit of work on your footwork and all that. However, uh, especially the girl and the squire over there. You guys did quite a good job. Uh, actually, my manners. The name's Hild, and uh, she reaches her hand out, trying to make a handshake to you, Kenny. You're gonna receive the handshake. Yeah. So you guys shake hands, and what are you trying to ask or persuade her to? It's like, uh, okay. You're gonna tell her about how this guy's talented and shit. Okay. Okay. There you go. Okay. So with a 15, she then goes like, well, she's like gasping for air as well. Uh, he, he for a squire, he did hold up quite well. I shouldn't, I won't mind having a squire under my wing, and it would be nice. And it would be nice to have a training partner. It does get lonely shooting arrows every now and then. With that, uh, actually, uh, I've I've immediately just asked all of you to join me in training. But may I ask, what are you guys here for? To ask if you're all right. Uh, uh, she she then goes, that old man again, always such a worrywart. Well, I'm not really much of a girl on parties and celebration. I'm always a bit careful, and I've heard that uh, tomorrow we'll be marching towards the capital, full of enemies and all that. And I can't help but be a little bit nervous and afraid that I won't be prepared for the fight ahead of us. So to blow off or to calm my nerves, I'm here in the training grounds for the evening, even though I should be partying with the rest. Uh, you can go back to the quartermaster. Tell him I'm okay now. You lot being here and joining me does help calm me down. So I also thank you, all of you for that. Yeah, yeah. He's good at taking orders. You say that you say it like in that sort of tone. Okay. He's like serious with like the part when you like, oh, you can't fuck this up with your chance, and then he then looks confused the moment you talk about bitches and shit, and and then he's just like confused as he waves you guys goodbye while you guys walk away. I don't know, who knows, but yeah. Yeah. He You see that one under Blitz? Yeah, it should be that guy. So with that one, hey, go AJ. Do you want to do anything else as well? Uh, there's Kwan, if you didn't nasi Kwan na raw si Douglas and si Lothar. You might be interested in going to them as well and talking to them. I also gave Douglas a visual. That's what he should look like. It's just a short old guy with a comically long hat or comically large hat. Okay. So, you kind of like split ways with Kenny as he informs the quartermaster uh that Hild is doing all right, and you make your way. You notice Douglas uh doing something doing something, and you can't help but be curious. So you walk up to them, and the sight to behold you is rather interesting. So, what's basically happening? Uh, is that Douglas, the crazy old man, he's carrying out a comically long stick, like a staff, like the usual wizard staff that you see, and he's poking a very small, translucent green puddle. Uh, and you notice that the green puddle is, the mini Lothar. It's Lothar, but he's like squished down into a puddle, and he's kind of poking at it. And then Douglas then goes, "Be gone, foul jelly. I'm looking for my superior, a brave slime of great stature, not a lime flavored dessert." And you could hear a Lothar, like the little puddle, like finally respond and goes, "You senile old bat, it's me. I've been while you were floating around, you've accidentally landed on me and squished me. I had to split my mask to survive your fall. Put the stick down." So, but yeah, what's basically going on? Napisat si Lothar. He's basically at like a little puddle right now, and Douglas doesn't recognize him at all because he's a little puddle. So he's just poking him with a stick. Katong slime gane. Katong slime. Yeah, the old man. He's finally on the floor, by the way. He's just poking him with a stick. Yeah. On AJ? Okay. So, are you up there? No, 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 no. Okay, I'm gonna make you go over there, but I'll do AJ's part first. Okay. So, you try to convince Douglas that that little slime, that little puddle you're hitting is indeed the slime person that he talked to, like uh, a few days ago, or like the same guy he was traveling with. So with that, I'm gonna make you roll DC 10. it shouldn't be too hard to convince a crazy old man. You can just kind of gaslight him and it'll just work. Okay, roll for it, AJ. With an 18, you it didn't take you much effort. You kind of say, in robot, you just go puddle, puddle, Lothar, not monster. And he kind of like, he just like raises both of his eyebrows and goes, well, shit, if it, the little slime man, well, my bad, I'm gonna get off you right now. I'll stop doing that. And he goes, oh, and oh, hey there, little. I think your name was John, was it? Little construct thing, little magical robot, John Construct. Yeah. You took it right out of my tongue, John Construct. Yeah, that was definitely your name. I'm so good at this. And as he finally finishes his babbling, he starts talking to himself again. And Lothar like looks at you as a little puddle and goes, um, uh, Sir Björger, can you get me a hand down here? I'm kind of in a pickle right now. I'm gonna make you roll Arcane. Just to help him, just kind of helping him stabilize Björger. Go. You're rolling on the goofiest ways possible. So what you base with a nat 20, like it's as if like you turn into chat GPT mode or some shit. You let go of the fucking goofy personality and just lock the fucking some random ass magic comes oozing out of your core as it like flows through Lothar. As he gets a bit of your magic, you're gonna see him like slowly go back shape again into like the little mini Lothar again. And like he's now no longer a puddle. And he goes, "Well, that was I apologize for to see you for to have you see me in such an embarrassing state. Uh, but then again, yes, thank you for helping me. And if you don't mind me asking, what on earth was that? I haven't seen that kind of magic in a long while." John Construct, and then go. He just then responds, oh, "Okay, I think we'll just go with that then." John Construct. I guess the old man is partially right. And when was the last time this guy started floating? I don't. He just started floating randomly, and suddenly he was like he fell on top of it, and because of that, I became a little puddle. Uh, uh Gravity magic. This old man, this old spat. How on earth does this man know gravity magic? Uh, uh, oh, well, I guess I may have lived for a long time, but this is a first for me. Uh, Thank you again for helping me, but I think I might have to gather my thoughts and analyze what just transpired. And so with that, that is your scene, AJ. Now back to Kenny. So uh, you walk, you slowly walk up to the Evergreen Knight, trying to let me actually unvisible them or like make them visible again. And you fucking robot, let me put him back to the camp. And you notice the Evergreen Knight Trying to pile up the bodies in a little pit as he's like muttering to himself. And as you approach behind him, he quickly uh like pulls out his sword and goes, "What? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just our heroes of the night. Yes. How can I help you, AJ? Kenny? Did I disconnect? He's gone. He's back to the shadow realm. Okay. Yeah, bro. Took him that long. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No problem. Uh, he's just piling the bodies, and then he noticed you. He pulls out the sword and goes, "Oh, it's just the hero." And he's asking of, what are you doing here?" He then goes, "Yes, I'm indeed in need of aid. It seems I'm gonna need your help in piling some of the other bodies, and if you find anything of interest, uh, it'd be best for you to report to me. All right? Okay. Let me actually. Oops. What the fuck? Uh, I think I gotta do this. Here you go. Okay. Okay. So you're gonna try and Conrad, can you? Try and gather the bodies. Okay. So the captain. Okay. So you approach the captain, and he's rather light. It shouldn't be a problem to. So you're gonna try and carry him. Athletics. Go. To check perception. Perception. Okay. Roll the athletics first because you're trying to roll him into a position where you can check him. Oh, perfect. 10. It's okay. I saw 10. I saw 10. It's fine. Uh, so with a 10, you rolled him on his back, and you want to check out what he has, right? Okay. I want you to. Yeah, it's bugging again. Oh, it's fine. We're almost done here. Perception request. Yep, 17. With a 17, uh, you check him around, and you saw his knives, normal ass knives, his mask. However, uh, you check on one of his pockets, and it seems to be some sort of insignia. I want you to roll. Now I want you to roll this. I want you to roll history. Yeah, just roll it first, and then you can plus it right after. Okay, with a 15, no problem. So with a 15, you know this insignia really well. In fact, uh, uh, you've actually been part of it. That insignia is of a cult, uh, a dark cult, in fact. And that was if you still remember your background, Kenny, that's the one that you uh, was, that's the one you joined. Like, what's it called? You infiltrated. That's the one you infiltrated. And yeah, however, what is uh, concerning if you the moment you pick up the two things together is that it's on an imperial captain, and you already know damn well that this cult, or yeah, that this dark cult has already been destroyed back then. So to find another insignia is rather concerning. So but yeah, with that, do you carry the body to the pile? No, it's up to you whether to show the guy or to keep that information to yourself. Okay. So uh with that, the rest of the bodies, you kind of more or less do the same, and you guys go deeper into the night, where basically mananagitanan, all of the celebration is done, and everyone is like back to their posts and trying to prepare. So with that information kept to yourself, you bid the guy farewell and go back to the quartermaster. That's what you do, right? And as you, oh my god, nakaroon pa si Bean sa loob and si Boy will come back. What happened? It's okay, it's okay. Uh, Recap. So you guys have uh like celebrate mo into the night. Uh, Rowan gave you guys some rewards and some coin. So the first thing that happened is si Sean, the hippo, he saw his remember that other hippo that they both left the fight. Can I binge this other hippo, kato natago sila. Yeah, kato nitago dayon. Apparently gikwan siya, they imprison siya. And ang gibot ni Sean, he basically mugged him for everything he has. And now they're torturing him to spill out his information, or to spill out where he like kept his hidden stash of loot. And after all that, kahit din siya balik. Yeah, then sipa sa itlog. Yeah. So that's one. And the other thing that happened is Kenny wanted more shit. So he asked the quartermaster over here if he had more shit to sell. And the quartermaster, it's alright. It is this kind of session. And the yeah, the quartermaster then told him that okay, I can't trust you yet to go on to sell the rest of the shit. So he asked him to do a couple of errands for him, and he will show his extra stash, and he'll give him one as a reward for doing all that. And so nagkunay sila first then sa bottom right, these guys, okay, they were picking on this one squire, telling him to do all of the work, like packing the supplies. Okay, they're going. You guys are going to march pabalik sa capital, if you still remember, Beans. Now you guys have to go back to the capital. Yeah, and so Kenny tried to convince these other knights na, hey, we need a squire to help us with something. Uh, and then, however, they kept failing the role, and so only after like glazing the squire that, oh, you actually are really talented. That's the moment where they managed to drag him out of that fucking koan hazing, out of that slavery. And yeah, and as he drags him, like as they take him to like another koan, another one of the errands, si Sean dahil kay siya ni hino na ni Tabang sa kaning other nights. And what Sean did kay, he almost got caught stealing one of the things, but yang used yung Charlie Kirk coin to reroll, and then he manages to gaslight them into thinking that, oh whoops, it seems that thing almost fell down. Good thing I'm here, that type of thing. So he managed to get like a little trinket. So yeah, that's the first thing that happened. So the second NK, sila Kenny og AJ, they went to the kwan kaning Archer. Naga training, like everyone's like celebrating or like packing up. She's the only person training. And so the moment they approach her, she immediately told them to like, oh, join me in this little obstacle course and archery na training. And what ended up happening kay si AJ, na-try siya jump over a log and he trips onto mud or trips and falls into mud. And then si Kenny dayon, he trips on a vine and falls into mud. Ang kantong, though ang Squire, he didn't have a problem. That's like, he's used to that thing. So he went through the obstacle course, no problem, or the obstacles of the training. Si Kenny, he's the only one of, Kenny and the Squire are the only one who shot the Kuan targets properly. Though after all that, yeah, after all that, dayon Kenny convinced the archer to take the Squire under her wing. Na i-train siya. Because he's pretty talented. He just doesn't show it. He's a bit shy. And then Kenny then said, "Oh, yeah, continue, Kenny." Yeah. Konde said, meta ne, so you guys don't know it. Kenny found that on one of the bodies, the quote that was cut sa background ni Kenny that's supposed to be destroyed, is somehow back, but nasa Empire. Though he kept that information to himself lang. Okay. So now we are back. Napade isa. Kanis, si AJ, he sees the old man Douglas and Luthor. Pero si Luthor, napisat siya ni Douglas. He is a little puddle, and Douglas is poking him with a stick because he randomly stopped using his gravity magic, and then he fucking ground pounded the little slime man. Yeah. So AJ had to convince him to stop poking him with a stick, and then they kind of lock in si AJ chat GPT mode and brings Lothar back to his normal form. Random ass lock in. So now we are back in the present. Everyone's done celebrating and like going back to their work. And now Kenny is back to finally getting his reward. Where the hell is Kenny? Here you go. So the quartermaster greets you and goes, "Oh, well, it's you again. Have you done the tasks I have given you?" Uh, uh, though before that, is there anything that you might have information you might have gotten that I may need to know. That's their kwan, their like armor and stuff kwan that they're not wearing yet. They're piling them all into a kwan into the cart. Uh, mm, and then go. You then respond. What's that? Okay. And he just go. He get like lets out the sigh of relief and goes, yes, that would be very much all right. I've always been concerned for that girl. She's always by herself, uh, you know, doing her own thing, not exactly mingling with the rest of us knights. So it would be nice for her to have a friend or two. So yes, that is good to know. With that, that should be enough work for me to trust you enough to show you some of the things that you may like. So if you look at his stock again, there is new things that are comically expensive. You can pick one of those, and then it goes. Among these, you may have one for free. You guys can have one though, or you can have one, Kenny. One of those. Yeah, click on it. Yeah, yeah. That's how the magic items work. Unless there's like a something that charges it, but that's rare in itself. Uh, After the 10 charges, yes, it will be uncharged, Diane. Okay, so I'll just give it to you. Give me one sec. Uh, Open sheet. Okay, I'll just give it to you. Boom. Did you get it? There you go. And with that, the rest of his stock is unlocked. You guys can check it out if you need anything. I recommend you guys do you spend your money because uh one like merchants are far few in between. Might as well get what you will need. Yeah. Uh it's in the name. They're earplugs. Yeah, you could if it involves like statuses that involve like let's say uh the song of a siren or something or like like a debilitating scream of a monster. You can resist those with earplugs. And there's also a ledger and quill. Yep. Right? But you're gonna fucking break his ankles? Okay. I'll let you. Okay, I'll make you roll for that. Give me one sec. Here you go. 11. With an 11, you break most of his fucking bones on his legs. But you know, if he really tried, he could barely walk away. Like, kanang gakiang na siya, kind of walk away. Yeah. Yeah. But you don't know that. You just assume that's both of his both of his feet. Yeah. But you don't know that. You don't exactly know that. You kind of just assume that you broke them both. Break his knees next? Nah. You kind of, yeah, you're good, you're good. And he goes, yo, man. Okay. So with that, is there anything else you guys want to do before the end of the night? Yep. Oh. Ako nag-iatag ang Cantiris. We're good, we're good. Yeah. That's that's Tyrese's share. You're good. Yeah. You're good. Ba ka nag-take, Kenny? There you go. I'll just put it there in your inventory. Na lang. Boom. There's enough for everyone. There's only one left. That- So before you guys end the night, uh, all right, that's all of you guys want to do, right? Sa kwan. Okay, okay. Uh, so in the middle of the night, Sean, uh, Celine like is walking around with her like still reading the journal, and then she notices you and goes, "Oh, hello, it's you. I would like to thank you for handing me this journal of Claire. It is very much useful for me to know more about her." Wait, hello, Sean. Did you say something? I and Sharon goes, "All right, okay, okay. I wasn't mistaking it then, because I was pretty sure one of you gave me this journal. I'm just not sure which one." Anyway, thank you again. Have a good evening. I will continue with this journal. All right. And so you guys have your own. Let's just say that you guys have your own tent. Uh, the, or at least in the party. There's like six. There's like six bedrolls. And with that, yeah, you guys should have one of each. Wait, let me wait for Kenny, so so you could end off the night. Beans, AJ, you're both still there. Okay. Okay. Where the hell is Kenny? Right. Actually, let me eat while I wait for Kenny. Holy shit, I have not eaten once. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, with that, basically, Kenny, what you missed is like not really too much. Yeah, I guess Celine and Sean confirming, like thanking him for giving her the journal. Yeah. She wasn't exactly sure who gave her the journal, but she was sure it was from one of you guys, a party. Yeah. So and after that, she kind of like, oh, okay, uh, have a good evening, and she just continues walking away. Yeah, or at least that's what she said. She she's just making sure, and now It was you who gave me the journal. Thank you, that kind of thing. And with that, you guys were given like a tent for your party. Celine and the other NPCs also get their own tent. However, you guys get your tent as a party with all of your stuff there, and you guys have been given 6 bedrolls. Uh, so uh, with that, you guys drift away, and with that, that should be the end of the session. Thank you, boys. All right. That Yeah. Make sure he's fucking dead. The fucking hippo. Yep. You guys are gonna travel to your next destination, going back to the capital. We're gonna have a session for the traveling there. Since I gotta prepare. The next arc is another big arc. There's a build up. Yeah, they're gonna come with you guys. Yeah, yeah. All right. So that should be session 18. Uh, Thank you, boys, for your time, and I'm gonna end the stream now. Whoever's still watching, thank you.